Hey everybody, just playing some Aura Kingdom. As you can see, I have my Gunslinger here, Zidane, which takes a strong resemblance to Zidane from Final Fantasy IX. That was the intention. Of course, the spelling is wrong because the actual name was already taken. I have a Gunslinger class. It's very much like a Thief class. It acts like a Thief class, and you can build it up to be like a Thief class. The only difference is that it uses pistols instead of daggers. And I'm actually really loving this class. I played a few others, didn't get them very far. This is level 43, and I'm going to show you a couple different ways of gameplay here. One thing about this game is a bit different than many other MMOs that you can find, is that, first of all, you get the action bar, so it's a bit like a traditional MMO RPG, something like World of Warcraft or EverQuest or EverQuest 2, in games where you get the action bar and you have to press the attacks. But the difference here is that you have to be within range. You don't have a chance of missing, or when you are being attacked, you don't have a chance of getting hit, or a chance of blocking, or a chance of missing. It's all about you getting out of the range of their attacks. They will actually project onto the ground a little red area showing you where the damage is going to be. I don't really think it's the case for smaller mobs, but it's the case with bosses and dungeons. So you could technically potentially go through a dungeon and not take any damage if you avoid everything. So it's a little bit different because of that. So it's kind of action MMO like, but also at the same time it's kind of traditional as well. But with this class that I have, he's got a lot of DPS, but he's very weak, of course. So I have to make sure to stay out of the way of his attacks. I have this minion here which heals me, and I can switch from different minions. I have 3 so far, and she's the one that heals me, so I keep her around. And basically what I do is I circle strafe the enemies. I'll pull a bunch of them, I'll circle strafe them, and I'll shoot them down. But with the way that this game is set up, having to move around and having to attack at the same time, it's pretty difficult unless you have buttons on your mouse. Maybe this isn't the case for all classes. Maybe this isn't really the case for this class. It could just be me. But I'm going to show you the differences in the 3 ways of attacks. First being actually pressing the numbers at the top. Second would be clicking them. And third would be showing you the macros that I have on my mouse. Starting off here with the numbers. See, I can kind of move, but I have to switch fingers to switch directions. And I can kind of do it. Most people just kind of like stand still. And it works. I'm strong, so of course I'm going to kill it. Let's find something else. One thing that I like about this game is that it's so easy. Usually I prefer difficulty in games, but I don't really care to pay attention. I'm just enjoying this. Just enjoying the combat here while I'm marathoning House on Netflix. But here we have the second style, which is actually clicking them. I don't see why people do this, but I see that some people do it. It's not really effective. I think you can kind of move around. It's a bit awkward. You can't turn or anything because you're so busy clicking. What I do is I right click and drag the screen to turn. So I do it that way. Moving on to the mouse macros, which is it's a bit OP. Here we go. See, I can move all the way around. Just use the mouse macros. One danger of circle strafing is that you pull other mobs, but it's not a problem because I'm free to move wherever I want because I'm not actually pressing any buttons. My hands are free to do really anything that I need to. But basically what I'm doing here is I have a mouse with a bunch of buttons on the thumb part, and I macroed them to do this. If you can see down at the bottom left hand corner in the chat section, it's a small time delay of 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. And that basically just cycles through all of my major attacks. And then I have my secondary attacks up at the top. And all I gotta do is hold control and then the same button, and it does it. I have mage attacks at the top because I have a class combination of Gunslinger and Mage, whatever the mage class is. So it works really good. I've been in some dungeons, I've been in some raids on here, and I really do pretty well in those. So anyways, that is my class. That is the Gunslinger class, and I really like it.